Hello guys, welcome to another video. Straight away, definitely into the topic because your time is precious. And you jumped onto this video to know that why Forex trading was easy in the 70s till 90s and why it's hard to make money right now after you can say 2000s or right now in 2023 when I'm making the video. The first thing to notice over here is the main reason. I looked a lot into this, and the main reason I found out is excess of knowledge. You heard that right. The excess of knowledge which we have right now. We never had been, a layman I must say, never had been into a situation where he can just open up an account with the broker and they can start doing trading within 5 to 10 minutes. There never have been the case in history. That is the excess of technology, excess of knowledge, excess of social media, excess of a lot of things which will eventually not help you in making money, but eventually it will hurt you really bad in terms of making not a lot of money. Back in the 70s or 90s, we never had tradingview.com. We never had C-Trader. We never had tons of data, and we never had the backtesting bots. We never had a lot of stuff, but these things are now readily available. This is the side which I discussed about the access of opening and working out, looking at the charts and how easy it is. Just one click we go to 3 minutes, just one click we go to daily, then one click monthly. You can have an access of all of these things in your cell phones. They are in your pocket, whereas back in the days you'd really need to go out to reach a broker to get this data, and it was in a printed form. There are a lot of books. Now if I combine this same scenario, imagine yourself in 70s up till 90s, you really manually have to call a broker to book your positions to take profit or things like that, whereas now it's just a one click away. Now keeping this fact in mind, what one thing which you are doing back in the 70s? The first reason is you are over trading in this current 2023 year, or the years from starting, you can say 2010 and onwards. Because to get the access of a certain company or its shares, you have to call, you have to wait for days to make an actual decision. I'm gonna buy these or I'm gonna sell these, and mostly you were working in the daily candles. You're actually waiting for a support and resistance to be reached, and you are making up your mind, okay, at this price there's a huge support on the daily and I'm gonna buy it. Okay, fair enough. Now what's happening these days? The access of the data itself is manipulating your psychology and your subconsciousness. In a day, when you see charts, I don't care how many pairs you trade in, you see 3 minute, a month candle, a yearly candle in just one click, and you're feeding your brain with excessive data. That is actually a hurdle for you to make a decision now. and that is also making a hurdle for you to make decisions more often. Now what happened is, this is the access part of doing trading. Now second part which I'm going to cover is you having a lot of knowledge. How to learn forex trading? How can I make money in forex trading? You went to Google, you went to YouTube, you went to Facebook, tons of fake mentors. Not saying all of them, most of them are already there on YouTube teaching you this strategy, that strategy, crossovers, harmonic patterns, and specific points, or signal services, and you're confused. First hurdle of you not making money in this time and age was the access of the knowledge. The second hurdle is the access of the actual knowledge which you need to do trading. So once you're on the YouTube, you want to make a lot of money by following this one guy, his strategy you liked. 3 days you're bored from his strategy just because, oh my god, he was just using 5-minute candles. How dumb I am that 5-minute support and resistance doesn't work. You know what? This guy is telling the truth because he's working on a bigger time frame, and now he is showing me a crossover, a candle close up the 50 moving average in a 4-hour time frame. Yes, this sounds good. What happens like a week after? Now 4 hour you had to wait for the crossover. So after you can say 3 days, the candles came, crossed up the 4-hour candle, crossed up the 50 moving average, and then it was a false breakout. And you're like, no, the 4 hours is not working for me. Let's jump. You know what? Daily, this guy, yeah, it makes sense. Daily time frame comes in, and then daily is something which I'm helpful. Then you skip the move. You are in a struggle of excess knowledge through YouTube. Back in 70s and 90s, the knowledge was just in the books. Nobody was actually talking to you. You were actually following what a certain successful trader was doing. Like Larry Williams, a big name. He wrote many books, and he actually gave some patterns in his books. If you would have followed his patterns, and believe you me, if you still open his book which he wrote in 80s, the markets were exactly the same today. You know why? Because the candles which form, they are fractal. What you see, the pattern, just imagine you go and watch a 3-minute time frame, and that same pattern which is on your screen, if we switch to another time frame, let's say 4 hours, back in 2012, it was the same pattern. It repeats again and again. So that struggle of having excess knowledge of everything and working really hard to overcome that is the problem. People are not making money in 2023 or this modern age. We have a lot of knowledge to get digest, and we have access in our pockets. That is the culprit. This cell phone will make you money lesser than it would have stolen money from your own pockets when you're bored watching YouTube, No, stop it. Just go the way people used to do in 70s. One strategy, stick to it, give it time. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, and up till next time, bye bye.